concern here is traffic, noise, and light. And we're really here today about the light. Let's talk about the light. Now, one thing that they cannot talk about is they can turn the lights down, face them this way, everything else, but the more light, the more ambient light is there, particularly late at night. We're talking about, you know, they may operate this thing, and they've talked about operating 24 hours, 7 days a week at this location. The one thing they're also not going to be able to take care of this location is the motor vehicles at night turning in, and their lights, their headlights are flashing through these people's backyards and on their porches and in their light and in their homes. And when we add to it that much more light, we're just increasing the burden on the folks who live in Foxborough. Now let's talk a little bit about the zoning board of appeals and your job and what we look at as far as requirements for a variance. Okay, is there an extraordinary or exceptional condition pertaining to this particular piece of property because of the size, shape, and topography? No. Plain Jane spot could be anywhere in the world, so it has nothing to do with that. Such conditions are particular to this piece of property? No. The application to UDC to this particular piece of property created an unnecessary hardship on McDonald's. I would like to cite to you what the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals has said in regard to that. In regard to a landowner that acquires land with knowledge of the zoning restrictions, it cannot cry hardship. And the cite for that is Kellog versus Schneider, 197 F. 3rd, 1116, 1999 X of the Court of Appeals, the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals. Relief that granted will not cause substantial detriment to this piece of property or would create unnecessary hardship. We've already talked about that. Relief that granted will not cause substantial detriment to the public good or impair the purposes and intent of the ULDC. The reason they want to do this is not that they want to subvert the ULDC so that they can mass produce these little signs and won't cost any extra money. To the detriment of 200 plus residents, their families that live in Foxborough subdivision. This light is going to create more ambient light, create more problems, and more sleepless nights for those folks sitting in Foxborough subdivision. Next, the literal interpretation provisions of this ULDC would deprive the applicant of the rights commonly enjoyed by other properties in the zoning district in which the property is located. Ladies and gentlemen, I submit to you that Burger King, Hardee's, Chick-fil-A, KFC, McAdoo's, Pizza Hut, Popeyes, Sonic, Taco Bell, and Wendy's all have menu boards that appear to be within the zoning in regard to consistent, with the ULDC. To granting the variance request must confer a property right or privilege denied other folks. Well, I just talked about that, and let me tell you what a special privilege is. The definition of a special privilege. Okay, a particular advantage enjoyed by one person beyond the common advantage of other citizens. An exceptional exemption. That's the definition of Black's Law Dictionary, and I submit in this particular case that's exactly what you'd be doing if you grant this variance. The requested variance will be in harmony with the purpose and intent of the ULDC. They've already spoken. Your planners have already spoken to that because we don't think it is. That's why we're recommending denial. The special circumstances are not the result of the actions of the applicant. That's absolutely untrue in this particular set of circumstances, ladies and gentlemen, because it is exactly what they're asking for. They're asking you to grant a variance so that they can, quote, not have to do a custom job. The variance requested is a minimum variance that would make positive legal use. They can still use this McDonald's. They just don't need two signs bigger than what they should be by the ULDC. The variance will not request